It appeared overnight, etched with laser-like precision into a quiet wheat field. But this wasn't just another crop circle. Scientists worldwide are scrambling for answers as the pattern's geometry reveals impossible complexity. Some believe the pattern is quantum encoded, its mathematical precision beyond anything we've seen before. Its proportions mirror post-quantum cryptographic keys, codes designed to outsmart even the most advanced computers. But if this isn't human, who or what left it? Is it a breakthrough we've yet to understand, or a warning we're not prepared for? One thing's certain, the world is watching. A massive crop circle has appeared overnight in Wiltshire, UK, but this one is quite unlike the others. This wheat field has now become a topic for global concern. Its patterns are not just beautiful, many believe that they're encoded. The design is huge, spanning over 800 meters and containing multiple nested spirals. It even has fractal loops and what seems to be repeated banding structures that look like nothing we've ever seen before. A local drone operator was the first to record this strange event, which rapidly drew attention because of how complicated it was. Compared to standard false designs, high-resolution aerial photography shows its sharp edges and far more complex mathematical geometry. The structure looks like a multilayered mandala, with precise mathematical qualities. A network of smaller loops surrounds at least 4 concentric circles, all linked by fine radial lines stretching outward. Researchers even say that the smallest loops create known mathematical curves with incredible precision and that the lengths between the rings follow a consistent ratio. This is very astounding, to say the least. But what makes this singular crop circle stand out from all the others? You know how with quantum entanglement, 2 tiny particles stay connected, and whatever happens to one, the opposite happens to the other. Well, some parts of this crop circle actually look like mirror images, like they're perfectly matched. That's why some people think this isn't just some random design, they believe it's a hidden message or some kind of code left right there in the wheat. Researchers have started using advanced data analysis methods, such as binary rasterization, fractal modeling, and Fourier transformations, to try to figure out exactly what this pattern might mean. Could this be the first analog-to-quantum extraterrestrial communication ever discovered? Or something else entirely? Before we get into the crazy tech and wild theories, let's back up a bit. What exactly are crop circles? Who's making them, and why? Basically, crop circles are those weird patterns that just show up in fields. Some parts of the crops get flattened down, but the way it's done is so neat and perfect, it almost looks like a machine did it. The funny thing is, the plants are bent, not broken, so they usually keep growing like nothing happened. Now, some folks believe they are human-made, but others swear it's aliens, maybe even UFOs, leaving messages behind. Crop circles can be simple circles or more complex patterns. Southern England remains a hotspot for crop circle artists, with masterpieces incorporating triangles, spinner shapes, and crescents. They've also popped up elsewhere around the world, with one article in the Illinois newspaper. Let's look into the mathematical and geometric details of crop circles and see what these complicated patterns might tell us about this strange event. One of the coolest things about crop circles is how often we keep seeing this thing called the notched spiral and how it shows up in the most detailed crop circle designs all over the world. Basically, it's a spiral with evenly spaced little marks or notches, and weirdly enough, those notches often match up with math patterns and famous numbers. Back in 1991, there was a crop circle at Barbury Castle that took things to a whole new level. That design wasn't just random, it showed a crazy understanding of binary and trinary code. The notched spiral they used in that one was one of the first signs that these patterns might be way more advanced than people thought. This matches a pattern of similar features of recent, more modern crop circle patterns, and because of this, we now know what this signifies. In 2008, a crop circle showed up at Barbury Castle. That's one of those hotspots where these things always seem to appear, and this one was wild. It had the first 10 numbers of pi actually written inside a notched spiral, and the crazy part? It was insanely accurate. Then in 2012, another design popped up in Slovakia, called the Kozvica formation. That one mixed precise math with ancient symbols, using notched spirals to show off sacred geometry. Now, nobody fully knows what these patterns mean, but seeing pi laid out perfectly like that in a wheat field, it makes you wonder maybe this stuff isn't just a prank. And it's not just spirals, a lot of crop circles also have fractals, those trippy patterns that repeat themselves no matter how close or far you zoom in. These structures frequently mirror natural mathematical concepts, such as the Julia and Mandelbrot sets of fractals, which are mathematical formulas that produce intriguing recursive patterns. As such, they serve as an illustration of the kinds of universal patterns we might anticipate in higher intelligence communication. In 1992, the Mandelbrot set, a famous fractal pattern, was seen in a crop circle close to Alton, Barnes. The crazy detail and perfect math in these designs make a lot of people question whether they're really just fakes. Take the one from 1996 near Stonehenge. For example, it showed a Julia set fractal, which is this super complex, repeating pattern from fractal geometry. You'd need serious mathematical knowledge to pull off something that precise, especially overnight in the middle of a field. Crop circles frequently show us new ways of communicating complex geometric and mathematical ideas that challenge our knowledge and make us wonder about their actual meaning and origins. These patterns often follow established scientific constants and demonstrate sophisticated mathematical ideas. In 2010, a crop circle showed up near Wilton Windmill with something pretty mind-blowing hidden in the design, a notched binary disk that actually showed Euler's identity. Now, for anyone who doesn't remember math class, Euler's identity is this famous equation that connects some of the most important numbers in math, E, which is all about growth and decay, I, which is the square root of -1, pi, and the number 1. Mathematicians call it one of the most beautiful equations ever. So yeah, seeing that hidden perfectly in a field? That takes some serious knowledge. Crop circle designs also frequently show some elements of cymatics, the study of audible sound and vibration. These designs represent the natural geometries that arise from the interplay of physical medium with sound frequencies. These are yet another illustration of the universal patterns we may anticipate seeing as a form of contact with a higher intelligence, given the connection to acoustics, which we humans naturally link with communication. Beginning in 2001, several crop circles that showed what seemed to be similar thematic patterns to those created by vibrating plates or membranes started to occur. Natural geometric patterns found in a variety of physical and biological processes were reflected in these formations. Crop circles frequently mimic objective natural patterns like the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, and other naturally occurring geometric shapes. These patterns imply a close relationship between the basic ideas guiding natural events and the people who created crop circles. One of the most famous crop circles appeared in Chilbolton, England, in 2001, and what's worse, it seemed to be a response to the Arecibo message sent into space in 1974. This particular crop circle suggested the existence of a higher intelligence capable of understanding and responding to human communication. Crop circles' mathematical and geometric complexity defies accepted theories and points to a higher degree of intelligence that may have contributed to their development. These designs, which range from fractals and notched spirals to cymatic patterns, represent intricate ideas that frequently coincide with cutting-edge mathematical and scientific theories that point to a more intelligent origin. These patterns continue to enthrall and motivate experts, suggesting a deep relationship between crop circles and the basic rules of nature and mathematics, regardless of whether they are the creations of human artists or something more enigmatic.